Greetings and salutations, friends. We're back at the airport here. We gotta sneak past some robots that might be trying to kill us. If anyone remembers an old 80s movie called Killbots. Very crappy movie, by the way. If you've ever seen it. I don't know why, but these robots in this game, they kind of make me think of them. They have that kind of like, they're squat and they roll around. I'm not even sure if the Killbots did that. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie, so maybe they did. They were actually almost kind of cute. But, yeah, we have to get past these robots. It's not too easy if you're, like, not a heavy weapons user. Well, you can stealth past them, which actually, in reality, that is kind of easy. They're not too smart. But you can't, just go through them killing them. I tried doing so with the sniper rifle. I also tried taking out cameras with the sniper. Apparently that's something you can do, but you have to be at higher skill levels to succeed. Of course, we can always headshot those poor NSF guys. Now there's a few gates and stuff we have to get to in here. And it's actually not that tough getting to them, but if you make a mistake, the odds are the robots are going to shoot you up and either kill you or damage you pretty badly. So what I ended up doing was I snuck past them. You can also EMP grenade them, but I want to try to hold on to them. They're a little bit rare, and I just want to save them for like a rainy day. That was a headshot went wrong. I don't know. I'm not the best FPS guy by a long shot. Ha ha ha. Good joke there. And I did a little editing just because it was really, the whole fight was just kind of silly and dragged out a little bit. In fact, I think the other guy just ran away somewhere. I eventually find him or something. A lot of this is going to be cut out. A lot of it's either me dying or just really dumb stuff. Like me walking around looking for things or picking up bullets. And I thought, well, that's not very interesting. So I was thinking of taking a shot on that robot, and I was like, nah, it failed the first try. Why is it going to work again? Like, I guess I could have planted some lambs around and blown them up, but it's really no point in it. So we want to get in here. There's this box over there. You just have to hack into it. Or not even that. I think you just use a key to open it up. I'm still having trouble grasping this game, and I know that kind of sounds silly, because this is basically Metal Gear with RPG elements, and I don't know why, but like I just have trouble not doing like the run and gun thing. Of course, I always had trouble not doing the run and gun thing with Metal Gear. When I play that, you'll probably see me do a lot of silly stuff. So, yeah, I ended up having like the whole base on alert and having to shotgun some guys to death. And I have trouble with the shotgun too. It's very... like, sometimes you'll just take someone out like that. Like, it's like, oh, this is friggin' great. And then other times you'll walk into turret fire. Or we'll have times like this coming up. And I don't know what, I think I was just trying to reload. Where I was changing weapons, I think I was trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, he's still around.
Yeah, you'll have stuff like this where you're all like friggin' You're both reloading. Oh, I'm gonna reload first. No, I'm going to win the reload race. You're both just standing there. Like, at that point, you might as just like start pistol whipping each other. I don't know what they were thinking with that. The reloading mechanic's just hilarious. But yeah, so I'm still kind of trying to acclimate to this game a little more. I'm sure by like the final 2 missions, I'll have it down pat, and then the game will end. But yeah, there's also another series that supposedly inspired it, or at least people who really like this game also enjoy, and that's System Shock. I'm not at all familiar with System Shock. I've heard the name, and like from what I understand, it's like a pretty old school FPS game, like even more than this. I think it might be, it's probably more advanced than like Doom, or what's another one from that area, like Heretic or Hexen. I know, like, and that's another strange thing. If you're familiar with that series, Hexen, that seems to be the game everyone remembers, and like no one seems to remember Heretic, which was like the precursor to it. I guess maybe Hexen was a little bit better, although I enjoyed Heretic. Yeah, there's a lot of like stuff in these boxes, and like looking back, I'm like, why didn't I just throw a grenade in here and blow up the boxes and clean everything out? Because what I did was I lockpicked everything, went in there and just like grabbed the loot. And I think I kept the footage too, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. Like nothing earth-shatteringly great. That was a waste, because it was like cigarettes and darts. My question is, like, why does the NSF have... Well, I know why. That's a dumb question, actually. I was going to say, why does the NSF have a friggin' base in the airport? But, well, the guy who owns the airport, or part of the airport, friggin' is on the side of the NSF, so, well, that explains it. But yeah, so they have their little base, and we stole their stuff and shot them up. And this is, I guess, a little bit of a spoiler, but the NSF, they are kind of like what you would call the good guys in this game. They're, like I said, I didn't really totally agree with their tactics and stuff, but like, after we see some stuff, we'll kind of realize that they're probably the better group out of the two.
You can relax, JC. I told the troops to stand down. That's right. I'm working for the NSF. I'll meet you at the 747.
Aw, shit. So, instead of going to Paul right away, I do what any gamer would do and go, like, anywhere else and look for things. So the NSF's not shooting at me now. I killed an awful lot of them. And, yeah, sorry about
Excellent
that.
work.
Chris, he hunts you down.
Your abilities. You work for the NSF. Listen to what I've got to say. We don't have much time. You got that right. UNATCO will have a team here in a few minutes. The Grey Death is a man-made virus. Everyone up to the President is at UNATCO's mercy as long as UNATCO controls the supply of ambrosia. You believe that? We have proof. We need to get the ambrosia to Hong Kong. Heard of Tracer Tong? He can help us synthesize it ourselves. You better step away from the jet. Your boss is my next objective. Join us, JC. Talk to Lebedev. He can convince you.
Yeah, so he has a lot of interesting things to say. I don't know if I talked to him again. I don't... Yeah, it's been a little while, so I really don't remember. I thought I did.
Easy. We don't want any
Or maybe I just went through here and grabbed these things first. There's like a lot of weapon mods and stuff like that hidden throughout the game, or throughout this area. Yeah, of course hidden throughout the game. Fucking duh. And here we have some more goodies. Rockets that I can't use. Like, if I were a heavy weapons user, I'd be incredibly grateful for those rockets, I'm sure. Yeah, so what we're going to have to do next is go into the 747 and basically just talk to Lebedev.
Scanning area.
Lebedev. See, there's the Killbot.
Get on the plane. We're almost ready to go.
Area.
Blackmail of the U.S. government could not possibly escape the notice of the United Nations. Don't be so quick to trust the UN.
Scanning
Are you
area.
kidding? The UN's about the only chance we've got these days. If the U.S. spirals into another civil war, a pretext, nothing more.
Scanning
The whole
area.
project of world government, going back to the League of Nations, has been funded and manipulated mainly by wealthy bankers. Is that so?
Scanning area.
Remember that the UN itself was built on land donated by John D. Rockefeller. Get on board. A UNATCO security squad will be here any minute.
Area.
Oh, I guess we're going to get,
The wealthy have always been the ones to profit from one world government.
I guess we're going to get, friggin' banned from YouTube for having that little bit of information.
Hey, you're the guy the Fed sent? I have something for you.
How do you know anything about the feds?
Oh, Lebedev, all his people right now, they're running around like ants thinking it's gonna be a raid. Rich bastard probably has some kind of drug deal about to happen. Anyway, filch this stuff from a guy's locker. I'm selling a recoil weapon mod for 400. I also have some shotgun shells I'll give you for 300.
And that guy sounds like he's from the friggin' Wizard of Oz. Yeah, would you like some shotgun shells for 300?
Appreciate it.
Of course, I plop that recoil right on my shotgun. I probably should go with
Yes,
the
sir.
combat shotgun, but
I'll take the shotgun shells for 300.
I'm just going to try to pimp out
Appreciate it.
the good old-fashioned sawed-off shotgun. See how that goes.
Scanning area.
So there's a lot of crap in here that's kind of, like, not really important. Like a bedroom. And a bathroom. What other exciting things are in Lebedev's plane? Like, for someone who's funding, like, an anti-government organization, you'd think he'd have a more interesting airplane. But he doesn't. It's just kind of like a, small airplane. Well, I think this is a 747. Which, they're actually a fair-sized plane, really. I guess he has it converted to have, like, a bedroom and shit in it. So, looks a little different. Of course, I run around like a chicken with my head cut off for a while. Like, you really do have to look around this game and look in all the little nooks and crannies to find things. Which is something I like, it's always fun doing. There wasn't a whole lot down here. I think we'll find an augmentation. And of course, this friendly little robot who recharges your electrical or bio... Yeah, I think it's bioelectrical energy.
That's the last one. Good work.
And this is the thing with the augmentation canister in it. I forget what it was. It was something that's good, I think. I think it's like ballistic and EMP shielding. These things kind of tend... Yeah, EMP shield, ballistic protection. These things kind of tend to blend in, like, with the rest of your inventory. Like, to me, they look like cell phones, actually, when they're in your inventory. You know, JC's smartphone that's completely obsolete if you're a cyborg and you can just take calls in your brain. I guess he can look things up, too. Maybe he could look like a frickin' like walkthrough up to his own game in his brain. Now that would be breaking the fourth wall, though. So there's a little trick you can do that I did in here. It's not really going to change anything, but that Anna chick, the scary cyborg chick with the gun, which there's only surprisingly one of in this game so far, she'll come in here and try to get to you. And if you put those crates down there, she can't really do anything. It doesn't really matter, it doesn't change much, it's just kind of comical.
I surrender.
What?
Easy now, Agent. UNATCO has a policy against killing unarmed prisoners.
No, they don't.
We have much to learn from each other.
Just
We're
policy
assuming
on
control of the
paper.
airfield. The vaccine will be returned to the international authorities.
Don't you want to hear why your brother came over to our side?
He makes his own decisions.
You know he wouldn't betray UNATCO without a reason.
The NSF gives you a free small soda at the movies if you say you're a member. Or you get a free small soda at the movies if you say you're a member of the NSF. I don't know what I was saying there otherwise. So yeah, you can see Anna was trying to get in.
Good work. Now finish the job.
He surrendered. He's an
That's what all
unarmed
the
prisoner.
ladies said.
UNATCO policy protects him.
Terminate the prisoner, Agent. If you are too afraid, you are ordered to return to base on Manderley's authority.
God, she's
There is a
horrifying.
helicopter waiting.
It doesn't help that she's like, yeah, this is like back
You
in
know
the day where
something,
they
just
didn't
tell me.
have faces
The question
down.
you've got to ask, I'm surprised you haven't, is the obvious one. Who am I? Who made me, and for what purpose?
UNATCO has briefed me on my augmentations. Get to the point.
Return to base, Agent Denton. I will handle this.
Your parents were murdered precisely because they could have told you the correct answer to that question.
That's a pretty big claim.
You didn't have parents. The ones you knew were employees. You were made by a cabal of technophiles so crazed for power that they would control not only governments and people, but the chemistry of our bodies as well.
Leave us, Agent. Now.
No,
We have the
that's
command here now.
Sounds like a
Pretty
picture-perfect
crazy
description of the
stuff.
NSF.
Think bigger, Agent. Think global.
You have disobeyed a direct order.
Do you think it's an accident that the cure for the global plague is owned by a single corporation, and that it's kept so secret that only the tabloids dare print a story suggesting it exists?
The supply is limited. That doesn't mean there's a conspiracy.
But where does that corporation manufacture the cure? And where did your brother uncover the information that brought him over to our side?
Go on.
I can tell by the expression on your friend's face that she knows where I'm heading. UNATCO is completely correct to think that Tracer Tong will soon understand Ambrosia. He was the one who was going to receive the shipment.
Why tell me all this?
I've said nothing that UNATCO won't find on this plane's computer. But here's the secret. This is what Paul was so interested to hear from Tracer Tong.
Manderley will be disappointed in your insubordination.
Yeah, so usually you either have to shoot him or Anna will shoot him for you. We blocked her off with these boxes, so she's just going batshit. That's something I found in the
You are
walkthrough.
wordless if you cannot obey.
So, you know, I was a little scared, so I just ran. I was like, I don't know if she'll start shooting at me.
Proceed to the helipad. We know your brother was here. He is gone, but we will find him.
All clear,
As
sir.
we see later, they're not really too good at finding Paul. It's not their strength. So I cut out a lot of stuff. And it was mostly just me going into like these little buildings that we see near Gunther.
Mandoli has assigned me the peacekeeping occupation of the airport.
Standard procedure, it appears. I'm sure we can count on you.
I want to be the one to execute Lebedev.
Some bad news. Agent Navarra beat you to it.
Yes, of course. I will congratulate her.
Hey, about my brother.
A shame that we have to track down and kill one of our most advanced agents. At least we have one of you left.
Don't you think we should give Paul a chance to explain himself? He's been with UNATCO for years.
Only one thing can happen when you break your oath to the Coalition.
These cyborgs are like fucked up. I mean, I guess, you know, maybe we'll find ourselves in a world like that. I'm not sure if they'd look like that, but, you know, you never know. Sometimes science fiction is, like, shockingly accurate. I don't know, though. Definitely not going to happen soon. So we get some clips, or some clip mods, which is always good. This lightning, I think it just damages your bioelectrical energy or something. I think you can actually take, like, health damage if you stand up. But it's not too big of a deal as long as you're careful and, you know, you don't stand there with your head in front of it, letting it fry your brain slowly. So get in the helicopter and go back to
It's true.
UNATCO.
Paul's been working for the NSF.
This is gonna shake up the Coalition, JC. I don't know if you realized how important your brother was.
Coalition will recover. I'm not so worried about the Coalition.
UN officials will probably get involved. You'll have to keep your head down if you're gonna come through this in one piece. Sure you're ready to head back to base?
I wouldn't.
I'm ready. Let's move out.
Get in.
Yeah, so we just go back to the base and, well, not a whole lot's going to happen. This is about it for the episode. Because, well, you know, this is where the game starts to take off. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I will be back with more Deus Ex. And until next time, good luck and happy gaming.